Welcome back. We are QOTD, and this is the QOTD Daily Recap Show. QOTD is the game show where you get to be on the air. You can join us by recording your video answers to our awesome daily questions.
Yes, and you can also vote for your favorite answers to determine who makes it to the weekly Big Show Championship that happens on Thursdays, including tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
We're going to show you how you can make it on the air for Thursday's Big Show. And we're also going to take a look at a couple of favorite fan answers to today's question, which has to do with, let's see, you can take a support dog on Delta, but can you bring a cat on Continental? Or how about a rooster on Ryanair?
Oh, I see where you're going. Can you take your ferret on Frontier, perhaps?
Or your spider on Spirit Airlines.
Yes.
Yeah. We did well with that. But before we get into today's question, let's take a look at our answer leaders so far this week. And we begin with Friday's question, which is aliens, Bigfoot, and ghosts. Oh my, what out-of-the-box theories do you believe in?
Well, I never believed in any of that until I had a ghost in my house. But maybe I'll do that recording and you guys can hear all about that. On Saturday, our QOTD was, if you could spend 2 hours in the kitchen with absolutely anyone, just like the two of you talking, cooking, like doing your stuff, who are you going to choose to be with? And more importantly, what is it that you're making for us?
That last part is a very important addition because it says a lot that who you choose to cook with. It says even more what you choose to make, I would say. Well, we also have our top 3 answers for Sunday's question, which is if you've ever worked in the service industry, what's your nightmare workplace story? I had a memory of this the other day. I worked in an acai bowl place, and I had to remake someone's order like 3 times because I kept on getting it wrong. The customer gave me an order, and I just couldn't follow the directions. I eventually got it right, but it was a lot to handle.
Yeah, sorry I was so picky.
Here are the top 3 answers for Monday's question. What makes your pet the best pet in all the world? So everybody thinks that their pet is the smartest or the cutest or maybe even the most supportive.
Yeah, but you're so wrong because my pet is the best in the whole world. Yeah. So on Tuesday, we had a different QOTD. Here are the top 3 answers. And the question was, what's something that your parents do that drives you absolutely bananas? And you're going to, there's lots of choices out there, I'm sure. Pick one, pick a really good one, and you can make it onto the leaderboard like these guys.
Oh yeah, no, everyone has a list. 20-something long checklist and just like, okay, let me break it out. Let me sip through.
You shouldn't keep lists like that. That's not good karma, right? Like my kids have all been keeping their lists since 3rd grade of like all the awful stuff that we do. But, I resent that a little bit. Think of the good things that we do.
Fair point. It's not good for karma, but it is good for remembering and holding a grudge, which is fun. Right, well, now we've come to the moment we have all been waiting for. Today's question of the day. Let's do a drum roll. Today's question is, should only trained service dogs be allowed on airplanes, or is any comforting pet okay?
So the background on this question was that up until about a year ago, people used to be able to bring emotional support animals, and they would be bringing the craziest things. They'd be bringing like ponies or peacocks or potbelly pigs, whatever, anything that gave them comfort while they were flying. But about a year ago, they changed the rules. So right now it's only trained service animals. And I got to say that it's convenient. You don't want to have like a pony's face in your face while you're trying to fly. But
Look, this isn't Noah's Ark, right?
It was kind of like that for a little while there. People were bringing easy stuff, right? Scorpions.
Oh, birds are the worst. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, my dog feels the same way. But still, snake, somebody has like a snake wrap, like a boa wrapped around their neck. Do you want that person next to you?
Yeah. No.
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me.
No, I understand it though, because the thing is, there are certain things that you can control. Your pet can be extremely well behaved, but then there's certain things you can't control. Like, what if that snake around the person's neck starts to like shed in the middle of the flight? Or like, what if you get a sheet and it just smells absolutely rancid.
To look at, don't want it sitting next to you in business class.
Oh, never. No. Well, we have our opinions on this question, but we also have some opinions from fans, even though this question is just a few hours old. And we want to take a moment to highlight one of our early favorites. So receiving the honor of Pet on Plane expert, we have Tamora's answer. Let's take a watch.
Nope. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair that the Department of Transportation is limiting service animals to dogs. I think that you should be able to bring whatever animal you're connected with on the plane within size reason. Like, don't bring a horse on the plane. But if you have like a service goat and that goat helps you bring yourself from up here back to where you need to be, bring your goat, bro. I do think that the process to be certified should be harder. The animal should definitely be trained. But if you need a goat, bring your goat, bro.
Because you're not going to train your goat to be an emotional support goat. It's a super goat. It's the goat of goats. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, isn't there a reason why there's like the goat yoga?
Oh.
They can be trained to do certain things.
Yes.
Like eat tin cans, I think. I seem to remember that from cartoons.
Yeah, that sounds right. Although I will say the idea of a goat sitting in like first class, like you're walking by and you see it sitting there, just like that's a lot. That's too much to handle. Well, we have thank you, Tamora, for that amazing answer. We also have some really great answers to other questions from this week. We have 5 so far that you can answer, and we have another amazing video from Sunday's question, which is, if you've ever worked in the service industry, what's your worst nightmare workplace story? Receiving the honor of worst customer, we have Chris's answer.
One time when I was at my old job, a kid peed on the floor during the middle of the day. And the mom just like, sorry, and left. So I had to clean it up. That was a fun day. Only made $8 an hour. So yeah, definitely not worth it.
You wonder why it's hard to find people.
Oh,
Exactly.
you're just not paid enough. Sorry that happened to you. Well, fans, you've got one day left to submit your own answers for your chance to appear on our Thursday Big Show. That's a super fun finale hosted by Keith, JJ, Reed, and I, where we go over the best of the best videos of the week. That's every Thursday at 8:30 a.m. on YouTube, Twitch, or right here at beyondtheair.com.
To record your answer for that big show, you can go to beyondtheair.com and click the orange record button under the 24/7 live game stream. Remember, you can still answer today's question or any of this week's other questions for your chance to tell us about whether you think support animals should be broader or made broader, what your worst nightmare workplace story is, and for your chance to be on the air with us.
And your chance to gripe about your parents, too. Don't forget that. While you're over at beyondtheair.com recording your answers, it's like much cheaper than sitting on a psychiatrist's couch. But while you're over there, you can also play the Guess and Bid game. Guess and Bid game is where you bid stars on the videos that you think are going to be the most popular. When they win, you get points that help you climb the leaderboard. It's another way that you can also be on the air.
Oh, thanks everyone for joining us, and a special thank you to everyone who's watched, voted, and recorded so far this week. We are QOTD and beyondtheair.com signing off, and we'll see you on TV. Bye.
Meouch.
See you later.